email general functions. Well, the first function is to send a new email. You can do that by clicking on Home, New Email. That's one way to do it. If you have multiple accounts, you can choose those accounts here when you send it out, and you can set different signatures for each of those emails. So you can do that as well. So that's one way, send a new email. You can also use the hotkeys, press and hold Control and Shift on your keyboard with the letter M for message, and you'll come up with a new message if you like to use a keyboard. That's a pretty nice little trick. In order to set your signatures, you can come in here to File, and underneath your options, you can then set all sorts of different things under Mail. Here's your spelling and autocorrect and your stationaries. You can bounce through these. These are very self-explanatory. And you can come into your signatures area if you wish. And then you can name different signatures, like I have different signatures here, that then I apply to new messages or replies for a specific email account. So if you had multiple ones that you were replying from and to, etc., you can do that and set all that up underneath signatures. Replying to an email is very basic. You can right-click and hit Reply or Reply to All. Again, I encourage you to be careful when you hit Reply to All that you really mean it. You can also forward a message to somebody else. If you reply to the message, then it will pull that initial message header in. You can use you can copy people or blind copy people where nobody will see who you've copied, and then you can type in your response. So that's one way to do it. Be careful of those emails that say no reply in them. That means you shouldn't be replying to them. That's another function. And when you save that, it'll save that as a draft, by the way. So now you can go in later and see that draft. There it is. I can edit that draft if I want, or go to the right-hand side and discard that draft, and then it'll disappear. You can also forward emails to other accounts or even drag an email. Let me show you. I'm going to pin this real quick by hitting the pin so it pops out for you. I can even, although this is not recommended, but I can drag this email into a folder if I wish and drop it. It's just not a good idea. You should be collaborating in groups instead. You can also right-click and do a move that way. So you can move into common folders. And then finally, an email, you can do what is probably my favorite feature of all, which is this flag message. And when you flag a message, when you've sent it to somebody, it actually ends up in your tasks as a follow-up. And so you can see a couple of these. Here is a follow-up here. I sent out a solution design to this company, CSG International, and you can see the message that I sent, and it's actually got a reminder for July the 6th, which is tomorrow, and it's got a follow-up flag on it. And so I can either move the date in my actions if I want, which I'm going to, and out it goes. It stays red because it knows it's been overdue, but it's still a follow-up flag. And this follow-up flag here, if I'm done with it, I can just simply click the little box and it checks it off. Or when it comes up, I can see the flag. You see the little flags here. I can right-click. I can flag that message if I want. And then when I'm done, I can click it and it'll check it off. So flagging messages is also a very cool feature inside of your emails. That's all.